Hello friends, welcome to episode number 50. My headset is at least partially recharged, so I am ready to continue on our journey. We are here in New Vema Town, and I don't know if there actually is a Pokemon Center here, to be honest. Um, I know in the original game, I think your mom would heal your Pokemon. We can see if Goddard's mom will heal our Pokemon. Worth a shot, I suppose. Did you find the friend you were looking for? Wasn't his name something like N? Huh? Oh, excuse me. How embarrassing. Mistaking a visitor for my own child. You're Uno? I knew it. You look just like her. I knew your mom. Or know your mom. I met her when she was working at the Pokemon Center and I was a trainer. That's right. How are your Pokemon? You're always welcome to let them rest here. Oh, well, good. Glad that we have a familial connection there. Appreciate the rest stop. And now we can be on our merry way. I think by two of us she means Uno and I, or Goddard and I rather, but we can't meet because we are actually the same person. Shh. And alright, so it's kind of going to be interesting because we're going along this route the same way we would have had we actually started in this game, and it looks like without even trying, we are all level 67 or higher, so we'll leave Nim at the front of the pack for a little bit. Oh. He was the one that started Goddard on his journey. And yeah, we can surf that way, we will surf that way, but not quite yet. We'll do that a little later on. A potion. Not sure we need that at this point in the game. Probably more for sentimental value than anything. But finally somebody who will battle us. Backpackers are exactly what they sound like. They stand on the road with only their packs on their backs and their Pokemon in their Pokeballs. Sounds like a fun time. 4 Pokemon. I wonder if they're, yep. I was about to say, I wonder if it's the other 4 fossil Pokemon. So I'm imagining then he has a Carracosta. Which again would be a lot cooler if they were fully evolved. Alright, so a water and rock type. We'll use Night Daze, and I imagine he's going to try to use a water move against us, if given the chance. But this Kabuto was not. Granados, okay, that's cool. Kind of the equivalent of Shieldon. And I think Night Daze is once again the best choice. Of course, the question is, will it be a knockout? It probably will. I don't think Granados is too sturdy compared to most rock types, and does not have the ability sturdy. There's Carracosta, as predicted. This would be a good one not to miss Night Daze against, because it could use Shell Smash and then be a major threat. I trained a Carracosta in my very first playthrough of this game, and it was definitely very formidable. And a Lileep. That's funny, my brain went to Mareep, which is a totally different Pokemon and not a fossil type. Mareep is an electric sheep. Lileep is a grass and rock prehistoric plant thing. Alright, not a knockout. I guess Leap has a pretty good special defense stat. And at last our disguise is revealed. Let's finish it off with an extra sensory. Nicely done, Nim. I wish I could pack some wins in my backpack too. Alright, let's use a quick potion. Just in case we face some like veterans or anything. Actually, I think a Moo Milk should probably do the trick. And then let's have Flo up next. And we'll find some more trainers. Okay, I already faced her. And once again, we're in Aku Mela Town, whatever it's called. There are some cool trainers to face actually in that restaurant. I realized that the ones on my list, because they're the next ones on my list, is actually the former gym leaders of, can't remember what the city's called. But the city we're about to head to again, or head back to. And let's see if this veteran will face us. And they actually face us in that restaurant, so good thing we didn't go in there quite yet. Oh, she partied with her partner Pokemon. Wonder if she released them or if they passed away. Oriana. Wormadan? Interesting. A bug type that can depending on its form, have different secondary types. I think this is the bug and ground type, maybe? Let's go for surf and hope that I'm right. It's brown, so I would assume it's the ground variant. There's also a grass and bug and a steel and bug, but this one is the ground and bug. And Magcargo, another Pokemon that is weak to water attacks. So once again, surf it is. So yeah, we will be heading to the restaurant in due time, but before we do, I think getting our team to level 70 or so might be wise, because it's going to be a really cool battle though, because it's from Black and White. You guys might remember that there are actually 3 gym leaders, Cress, and 2 others. Okay, let's use Sludge Wave. I was kind of thinking Jump Clef would be faster, and it is, but wasn't 100% sure about that. Cresseline and can't remember the third one's name. Let's not take that Solar Beam because that'll be a lot of damage. Let's switch in Asper. But whatever their names are, they use fire, water, and grass types. Haha, thank you for the attack boost, Jumpluff. And in the previous game, which one you face depends on your starter, which is kind of an interesting mechanic. Ooh, Acrobatics, that's super effective. And it gets stabbed too, so that's a lot of damage. Thankfully, Asper survived and can retaliate with a return. Also a lot of damage. In this game, I think they each have 3 Pokemon, and they will... okay, 1 second. So I could use Horn Leech. I really want to use Horn Leech. Ooh, I think Exploud has a high HP stat too. But I'm worried Exploud is going to use like Boom Burst, which is incredibly powerful. I trained Exploud in my Alpha Sapphire game, and it was a lot of fun, and Boom Burst from Exploud is very strong. So let's not risk it. That's why I used Jump Kick, and it worked out. This is the type of feat that only a Pokemon trainer can experience. Yeah, so the way it works for facing the 3 former gym leaders in this game is that each one has 3 Pokemon, and you face 2 of them in a double battle, and the other one that you don't face is your partner. So I don't know if you can still use 6 Pokemon, or if you choose 3, I assume you can still use 6. So it might actually not be that tough. And I don't know if you can battle them like more than once. Hopefully it's like once a day. And I was hoping this would be a double battle. Maybe if I went 1 tile south, it would be. Ooh, 5 Pokemon. Ah, only a Pidgey. That's not so fun. So yeah, either way it'll be an exciting battle. Maybe we'll do that when we get there. Maybe we'll wait for 1 more episode. But for now, I'm having a good time just facing all of these trainers, seeing some different Pokemon, and getting some more XP. We'll switch out Flo in a bit as well, now that she is also level 68. It would be interesting, but also kind of sad if she only has like all the bird starter Pokemon, like Hoot Hoot and yep, Hoot Hoot. What else is there? Obviously, Tranquil's on a form, which I can't remember the name of. And then we just had Starly, right? So I'm missing Gen 3. Who is Gen 3? There's Wingull, but I think there was a normal and flying type. Oh, Tail. Yep. I was almost there. I was picturing Swellow in my brain before I thought of Tailow's name. So it looks like that is exactly what she has. Although I think at this point they could have probably just made it like all the fully evolved Pokemon, and that still would have been not too difficult and a little more interesting. Oh, finally an evolution, Unpheasant. But yeah, it still kind of feels like we're wasting our power points here. I'm not getting as much XP as I would ideally like, or as much of a challenge as I would like. Although that was a decent chunk of XP on that one. All right, let's switch out Flo for. Bring Bolton out to the front of the pack, and oh, the guy Route 19 is his rival. Very interesting. They must be the people talking about hedges. Okay, we faced this guy already. Another Ultra Ball. How about you? Alright, good. Another trainer. Now, hopefully he doesn't have like a Rattata and... Oh no. Oh no! I shouldn't have jinxed it. He's gonna have like Rattata and Bidoof and... Zigzagoon, and all the other normal types. Which again would at least be like slightly interesting if they were fully evolved and had like some good moves. Like Raticate can actually learn some pretty good moves, although it doesn't really have the moveset for it, or the stats for it rather. Like a lot of its cool moves it can learn, like Thunderbolt and Bubble Beam, are special attacks, and unfortunately it just doesn't have a very good special attack stat. Kind of like what's the final form? Stoutland, the one we just faced that oh my god, like Bianca had. It can learn a lot of really good moves, but it really doesn't have a great special attack stat, so it's kind of better to focus on the physical moves, even though they're less base power. Like it can learn like the Fang moves, it can learn Crunch, and Return is of course always a classic. All right, finally about Pokemon. I'm gonna still use Dragon Claw. I feel like with our Sky High attack stat, it should still be enough. This phase is a good example of why it's nice to have Dragon Claw, even though we also have Outrage. And normally I still wouldn't do it, but we have the extra move slots, so there we are. But now he only has one Pokemon left, so we'll use Outrage for fun. Like in Black, I trained a Dragonite, and it knew Outrage, but it had 3 coverage moves as opposed to just 2. In fact, I think it was some of the same ones. Superpower, Earthquake, and I don't remember the last one now. Earthquake, what else would I have taught? Oh, probably Fly for an extra stab attack. It's actually a really fun moveset. Alright, let's face this youngster next. Hopefully he has a different theme here. Beedrill, Volbeat, his bug Pokemon. Well, a little bit of spoilers, but hey, at least it's not another Rattata. Ooh, 5 Pokemon. Maybe he has like some fully evolved bugs. Alright, so once again, I don't want to lock ourselves into Outrage too early. And I feel like Dragon Claw might be a knockout. Beedrill's not super powerful. Mega Beedrill is, but regular Beedrill, I mean, it's fully evolved, but it still is a bug. And not that some bugs aren't very powerful, but kind of the ones that are evolutions of the early bugs tend to be not so great. Now, Volbeat, let's go with Outrage to play it safe. Volbeat is like actually a real Pokemon, so it's not super high stats, but I think it's probably a little stronger than Beedrill, although I could be totally wrong. It might be weaker than I'm remembering. But yeah, Pokemon like Butterfree and Beedrill and Pavilion, and there are other ones too, I think, are strong sort of in the early to mid game, but after that point they kind of get outpaced, unfortunately. Dustox, Beautifly, other good examples. Scolipede is actually a really strong one though, and it kind of led to the assumption that bug types are weak, because a lot of the bug types you tend to encounter earlier in the games are weak, especially in the original like blue, red, and yellow games. Mothim is also not very strong. We'll stay in and try for one more Earthquake. Ah, getting some bad luck here. Alright, hopefully second time is the charm. Critical hit, okay, or not. Well, that'll give us a chance to bring in Bassa for some XP then. But it was kind of cool because there actually were some strong bug types in Gen 1. You just didn't really see them that much. Wild Charge is also super effective. Less recoil damage, we'll use that. For example, Scyther and Pinsir. In fact, those are probably the only examples in Gen 1. I'm trying to think what other Gen 1 bug types there were. It was like Beedrill, Butterfree, and their lines, obviously. Scyther, Pinsir. There wasn't like a bug type user, like either in the Pokemon League or in any of the gyms. Oh, Paris and Parasect. Forgot about them. But that might have been about it. There weren't a ton of bug types in Gen 1. Alright, let's bring Bassa to the front of the pack now. And then Gen 2 obviously introduced Heracross and Sizer, who are Solid Rock. No, I don't have any Pokemon with Solid Rock. Sorry about that. Wonder what her prize she gives you is, though. Ooh, what are these? For people... And full heal. Yes, the Sizer and Heracross, who were as strong, if not stronger, than Pinsir and Scyther. Solid Rock is a ability that only a few Pokemon can learn. Namely... Oh, I shouldn't do this. I know Rhyperior's one. I think Magcargo is one. I feel like there might be one more, but I don't know what it is. But it's a really cool ability. We saw it in action a little bit when we faced that Rhyperior back on Twist Mountain. I think what I'll do... I don't know. Should we do the triple battle now or should we wait? I feel like we should wait. Let's wait because we're a little bit low level. Although I'm not sure how much it really matters being a tag team double battle. What we'll do is we'll start next episode with that. So it's something to look forward to. But for now, I want to see if we can find some more trainers to help us get some more XP. I think we're still in the city technically. I think this part is within city limits. Admiring my gym badges. Yeah, now we're actually on the route. And, okay, dead end over this way. There were trainers over here in the original game, I think. And there still are. Very nice. I guess a pre-K class and their teacher. Very cool. Or nursery aide. Jigglypuff. Again, I really wish it was fully evolved. That'd be at least a little bit of a challenge then. I think Earthquake is probably enough here. Let's avoid the drawbacks of our other moves. So the way Solid Rock and the very similar ability Filter works, which I think Mega Aggron, Mr. Mime, maybe a couple others can get, is that it reduces the damage taken by super effective attacks by 1/3. Okay, Purugly is fast and strong, so let's go right for Superpower. Hopefully we won't get paralyzed. We got paralyzed. Hopefully we're not fully paralyzed. We're fully paralyzed. I should stop saying things. I feel like I'm jinxing it, even though I know that's not at all how it really works. But oh, and we're confused. This is going to be bad. Come on, can we beat the odds? We cannot. Alright, I think I'm gonna... I don't like this at all. So, let's just switch into Asper. Hopefully we won't get paralyzed as well. So for example, if they use a move that is regularly super effective against you, say like you used a, I don't know, an ice attack on Rhyperior. Rhyperior is part ground type, so it's weak to ice. We're gonna use Jump Kick, which is super effective. Alright, so in a hypothetical scenario, you use a ice attack on a Rhyperior. Instead of doing 2 times damage, it would do 2 times minus 1/3, which comes out to like 1.33 times damage. So really only a little more damage than it normally would have done. Now it doesn't work quite as well for moves that are doubly super effective, like a water or grass move, which instead of doing 4 times would do... How does that math work out? 2.67% or times rather. So it still does more than 2.5 times normal damage. So it's, you know, it's probably not going to save you against a strong water or grass attack unless it's like a physical attack. But it might. It was definitely fun to use in when I trained the Rhyperior in Pokemon Black. And honestly, it may have actually saved us a few times against like some physical grass or water moves like Aqua Tail or Leaf Blade. Because Rhyperior does have a very good defense stat too. And we'll just use some of these Hyper Potions to get our team back in tip-top fighting shape. Have to make sure they're doing their best before we face some preschoolers. Now, preschoolers, it makes sense that they had, like, an evolved Pokemon. That one I could totally see. Watch her have, like, a Dragonite or something. Kirlia, hey, it's evolved. That's something. Alright, now, Psychic versus Fighting. Maybe not the best matchup for us. And, okay, let's use... Oh, what the heck, we'll use Flare Blitz. I'm sure it's overkill, but let's go for it. If I haven't talked about it yet, Blaze, our ability, makes fire attacks do more damage when we have less than a third of our HP left, which kind of synchronizes well with Flare Blitz, because all these recoil moves could very easily take us to under a third HP. I should probably keep that in mind, because that would make Flare Blitz extra powerful. In fact, I think all the fire starters have Blaze as like their main ability. Just like all the water types have Torrent and all the grass types have Overgrow, which are the water and grass equivalents. Alright, we didn't actually heal, but I think we'll be okay. Take this, Hyper Beam! I'll bet you money his Pokemon don't actually know Hyper Beam. Well, that'd be cool if they did. Yeah, Beldum can only learn Takedown. And maybe another move or two somehow? Not sure. Earthquake is super effective. We will go with that. That would be cool if a trainer had like Pokemon that could only learn Hyper Beam by leveling up. I'm not sure how many there are, and I feel like they're all pretty strong. Like Dragonite, for example, or at least Dragonite used to be able to. I don't know if it does Giga Impact now. And we'll use Superpower. It is super effective. Dino can probably learn Hyper Beam, maybe? Not sure. I think all fully evolved Pokemon, or at least all fully evolved Pokemon that can learn TMs, can learn Hyper Beam and Giga Impact by TM, but only a few learn it by level up. I say a few, it's probably a couple dozen at this point. Alright, one more preschooler. Perhaps the king of the preschoolers here on top of the slide. The boss of the playground. It is Preschooler Buster. And his Riolu. I'll be a strong Lucario one day, but for now, it is pure fighting type. And we'll use Flare Blitz. The good thing about fighting a Pokemon like Riolu is that it probably doesn't have much HP either. So this won't do too much recoil damage. And Ledian. Alright. We'll use Wild Charge. Still super effective. Another not very strong Bug and Flying type. In fact, I think Ledian might have among the lowest stats of Pokemon that evolve and are fully evolved. I think Sunflora has less, but Ledian's definitely down there. Anything to actually see inside the pre-K? It's cool it's next to the daycare though. I could see that having like a lot of crossover activities. Oh, she heals you. Very helpful. And what is this item here? Hey, rare candy. Oh, I'll definitely take that. I bet the preschoolers love watching the Pokemon. I am aware. Oh, Volcarona Route 3. Very cool. We don't raise little ones, we help them grow. That's a good philosophy, I like that. After all, we're all growing throughout our lives. As Pokemon trainers and as people. Okay, not gonna fill up the habitat list. Not my priority right now. Probably Aldino, but we'll check it out just in case. And if it is Aldino, it's actually good XP from what I've read, so. That was the other suggestion I saw for XP, was either doing like the small court and big stadium, or just farming Aldino. I'll probably do the stadiums because that sounds a little more interesting. And we can also rematch like Hugh and maybe the gym leaders we're about to face. We'll have to test those out. But for now, we still have a lot of fresh faces to encounter. Alright, well, our whole team is 68 now, so let's do what would be a good combination. Alright, let's do this. Let's teach Flo rather, Earthquake. I think it's finally time here. If I can find Earthquake. It's probably at the bottom because it's one of our newer TMs. I guess I haven't resorted since then. Yep, there it is. And even though I don't have too many special attacks on this team, I think the 10 base power is worth the trade. Because even the special defense lowering, it's only a 10% chance of actually doing that, so I think Earthquake is probably the smart way to go. And then what we'll do is bring Flo to the top of the party. And I think Russ and Flo should make a pretty good combination now. Let's LETSGO, let's go, let's go. We cheer on any trainer who tries his or her best. Well, thank you. I am indeed trying my best. And they have a Pachirisu and a Nemolga. Cool little pair, but maybe not the strongest Pokemon. Definitely cute ones, though. Alright, unfortunately, well, we could use Earthquake. Alright, let's do it. Let's use Earthquake. It'll only affect Pachirisu, but it will be super effective. And then we can use Stone Edge against Emolga, which if it hits will also be super effective, but it didn't hit. And therefore we have to take a Hyper Fang. Volt Switch will unfortunately be into Russ, who is weak to it, and not Flo, who is immune to it. But hey, at least we got the Earthquake off. And we're still above half health by a little bit, so Defeatist has not kicked in. I don't want to... Ooh. Well, this kind of sucks. Alright, I guess we'll use Sludge Wave because it's not very effective against Russ if it comes down to that. But hopefully we won't miss another Stone Edge. Good, we didn't. Only a 20% chance of missing, so the odds are definitely on our side. And just like that, Flo is level 69. Very nice. Go Pokemon Fight Trainer. Alright, let's switch Flo with, actually, I feel like we haven't used Asper as much for some reason. Let's bring Asper to the front. And I don't really know where I'm going, to be honest. Have we been here? I don't think we've been here. Big Nugget, that can be sold for, I think, like 10k. It's a lot of money. In Pokemon, as in real life. Behold the strength I perfected through triple battle. Ooh, interesting. A little random triple battle, but again, I love that. That'll be cool. So, not the strongest Pokemon, though. I do wish they were all fully evolved. It still should be a fun little triple battle fight here. Let's use Return. I'm not going to risk a Stone Edge. We'll just go for Acrobatics. And, oh, you know what? Let's do Acrobatics against Natu. And then Night Days against the evolved Xatu. Natu and Xatu are Gen 2 Psychic and Flying types, and Pharaoh is, of course, a Gen 1 Normal and Flying type. So now the real question is, can we knock out his team in one move, or one round, I should say. And the answer is, we're faster, that's good. We can, yay, good job team. And plenty of XP for the trouble. Well, actually not that much XP, but I will take it. Just gonna real quick use another potion. Make sure Russ is all healed up. And I just want to see on our town map where we actually are. Alright, so we're still on the same route, we're just going kind of southward. When it comes to fishing, I'll do anything and go anywhere to learn more. That's why I'll be asking you for this battle. More than I am happy to teach. Fisherman Bruce with 3 Pokemon. Some water types, obviously, or usually water types. I'm sure there's a fisherman somewhere who uses non-water types. Which is good, because it's a chance to use our Horn Leech. One hit KO. Would have been good against that Slowbro we faced not too long ago. And a Goldeen. Another Gen 1 water type. Slowpoke is obviously water and psychic. Goldeen is just water. Very afraidable Pokemon, Goldeen and Seeking. They're kind of just what they are, but I'm glad they exist. Hey, speaking of Seeking. And we'll use another Horn Leech. I guess Seeking is one of those Pokemon that doesn't really have anything like a Mega Evolution or a regional form, but I kind of like that. There should be at least some Pokemon that are just what they are. Kind of by not being special makes it special. Okay. One more trainer and then we'll probably wrap things up. Ooh, rotation battle. I guess I probably should have predicted this since where there's a triple battle there usually tends to be a rotation battle as well. And since her friend likes flying types, she likes grass types. Well, I think your team might be a little bit stronger in terms of just like Pokemon they are. Alright, let's use Megahorn. Oh, I was thinking it was a triple type. Or a triple battle. Alright, so unfortunately we missed. Bounce is a flying attack. So we'll switch to other way. Always do that. Switch to Rust to take it. And use Acrobatics, which should be super effective against all three of them. Of course it's going to miss. Now Bounce can paralyze. Okay, it did not. Didn't jinx it that time. Well, the good news is we have Rust out now, and we should be faster than all of them. Even I think Jump Level. The Jump Level is pretty fast too. So we might be slower, but if we are faster, which we won't find out quite yet, this should be an easy one-hit knockout against all three of them. And then we'll see what that cool item is. And we are faster. Good job, Russ. And just like that, down goes Jumpluff. Alright. And for our troubles, we get one ball. Okay, not the most useful item in the world, but hey, it's free, so can't complain. And I guess that's the end of the route. So now we are back in, what's it called? Nacrene City, which I believe is the location of the restaurant. Is it not? Wait, no, Nacrene. We went too far. Do we go to Straighten? Or do we take like a shortcut? I'm all confused. Well, either way, we will head back to Straighten in the next episode and face the gym leaders there in a really fun double battle. And also see if we missed any trainers along those routes too, because I want to make sure we didn't miss any good XP. But I need to sleep, so as always, thank you guys very much for watching. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you again soon.